Now that we've done our most disappointing, let's go to the most surprising. I'll start it off. You already know where I'm going, baby. My Warriors, G. I didn't expect them to be number one. I expected them to be top five. Let me be fair and clear here, okay? I'm not one of those delusional fans that every year, like the Cowboys do, we gonna win the Super Bowl. No. I said, yo, listen, we gonna be coming back with a vengeance. Let's see how the young Bucks do. We gonna get Clay back. We gonna make some noise. You know what I'm saying? Now, yet again, we get into the finals. Unless it's the injury or the Suns take us out, which I highly doubt, we get into the finals, baby. Okay? That's one. Two, even though I already said it, the Bulls. That is another surprise because I said they're gonna be top four. They top two right now, baby. They top two. Okay? And I want to give another surprise to the Cavaliers. Jeez.
You said
I
that.
thought y'all was left for dead. Gilbert is the worst
Nobody.
owner known to man. LeBron left y'all for dead. Y'all was in the wasteland. Okay?
Wait, hold on there. You remember
Roaches are circling around that organization, just picking off the dead meat off your bones.
You remember what I said though at the start of the season, and you said no.
Da Vinci, I'm sorry. Okay,
right.
I'm sorry, but your Wizards pick ain't looking too hot, so I think you need to calm down. Okay.
Oh, my Wizards pick is looking great because guess what? They're in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're better than expected too.
Exactly.
Yeah. With Cleveland, though, they best player is out, and Colin Sexton ain't been playing in a minute, and they still like, yo, salute to Cleveland, man. Salute to Cleveland. They got one too. What's the kid name? The young boy from USC.
Mobley.
Yeah. They got one. They got one. They talking about he the next KG, man. I ain't mad at it. He can play, man. Boy's nice.
So who else is your most surprising team? Sly?
I think, man, Cleveland was one for me, but I think another team that was kind of surprised. I mean, they not that they like amazing or nothing, but I think the Charlotte, man, I expected them to be like a dumpster trash juice, but they not too bad, man. They go out there, they scare some teams. They go out there, they run, they play hard, man.
They got LaMelo, man. How you gonna listen? How you gonna count out LaMelo, man? I'm tired. Yo, by the way, Jello needs a spot in the NBA. Y'all need to stop fronting on the ball, bro. Pause. Y'all need to stop fronting on these brothers, man. Okay, they all can play basketball. They're not superstars, but they are role to all-star player caliber players, bro.
Nah, LaMelo's a superstar. Like LaMelo is, he might be the next one of the next young guys to carry the league. Like once they as moving forward, like he's a star, man. Like on and off the court, like he got star quality. But yeah, I think honestly, you pretty much touched on everybody else that I would say. I probably just want to mention, Anthony Edwards, man. I don't think they talk about him enough, yo.
Man.
That dude, man. He's probably my favorite young player, man. Yo, he is cold, man. He's cold as hell, and like he like
everybody.
Funny. Like he's a funny dude. Like he got a lot of personality too. Like I didn't expect him to be honestly, I thought he was gonna be a bust coming in when he got drafted. And I didn't expect him to get as good as he did, as fast as he did. So I say for me, he's a surprise also. Like he progressed so much, man. His jump shots getting better.
Yeah. For me, surprise team, Cleveland. I'm gonna give Cleveland. That's one of my surprise team. I think at the start of the year, I saw there's a couple games and I saw how they were playing, and I'm like, this is a team. They play together, and everybody plays their part well. And those are the teams that are dangerous. When it's not a superstar on a team, but everybody plays their part good and they play even extra, that's a good team. And they play crazy defense, man. Yeah, so I got Cleveland. I got the Wizards. Because no one expected the Wizards to be where they are. With all the new pieces. If the season ended right now, they'd be in the playoffs. Right?
Yeah, that's if everybody had if ifs were fifths, everybody be drunk, my guy.
Right? Okay. And another team too, man. The Memphis Grizzlies, man.
Oh yeah, damn.
Yeah, the
That's a
Memphis
clear one.
Grizzlies, man. The Memphis Grizzlies, yeah.
Ja is Russell Westbrook 2.0 with a better jump shot
Yeah.
and better IQ.
Yo,
No,
it's like,
I'm
oh,
being
man.
honest. I'm being honest, man.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Hey, did y'all see that? It was Russell Westbrook. He did an interview and he was saying like, I think everybody expects me to be like to score 25, have 15 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists. I don't know if y'all seen it. I'm like, yo, don't nobody expect you to do that, bro. Like, we expect you to not shoot air balls and turn the ball over every play. Like, what are you talking? Like, yo, I think Russell really off a little bit. Like he don't get it, and that's why I think the Lakers are doomed for real. He doesn't understand what he's doing wrong. So he's not going. He ain't going to change. Like
Think
if you
about
don't
that for a second.
understand like what you doing wrong, you ain't going to change. And it's like that's why when you said Russ does really have to go, bro. Like he's not. He doesn't see where he's messing up at.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Has that been his problem his whole career?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I swear to God. And yo, Russ was my second favorite player until I really started watching him. I really started watching, I'm like, yo, he kind of trash. Like he good for highlights. Like he gets a lot of highlights, but he's losing games for his team at the end of games, and like he's playing like he's the best player on the team. I'm talking about like when he was with OKC, and it's like yo, he's clearly the second best player, but he's losing. Like he's not playing winning basketball. And like
Yeah, because you clearly saw him when he was on the OKC. He's taking shots at that time of the game. It's not belongs to him. You know, like you don't come up from like 35 feet and take a 3-pointer.
right,
It's not you. You're not Steph.
shoot an air gun too.
That's Mr. Pull-up King, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say, and this is just me. I know people probably might not make it this far in the video, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Russ became a terrible player once KD left. He would have been manageable if they nipped it in the butt while KD was there. But when KD left and they gave him the keys and he got that triple double and got that MVP, that was the downfall of Russ. Because it doesn't matter where Russ plays now. Russ thinks, I gotta do this. Think about it. He goes to Houston for a year. Chris Paul lasted with Harden for 2 years, you know. Harden was just upset because Chris Paul was always in his ass, pause no homo, and he was always injured at certain parts in the playoffs that hurt him, okay? He spent 2 years with him before he got rid of him. Those guys played 1 year together. 1 year together. Russ said, I want to go back and play my style. Harden said, get him out of here, and I'm going too. I don't want to stay here. Okay? Get me the hell out of here. Russ goes to Washington. Yes, they made the playoffs. But if you look at this record right now, it's the same record they had last year with Russ. Isn't that kind of weird? Why? Why do people at this point in time in Russ's career think that Russ is going to change? He's not going to change.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and say he's a cancer. What I'm going to say is he's an above average player who doesn't realize that he's an above average player and needs to be humbled. And I'm going to have to slap myself for saying this, like Melo was. Because Melo come off the bench. Once he realized, yo, he can still do damage, he just got to play his role, that's when he became a better player.
Okay, so just like earlier in the pod, when you play that clip of Shannon Sharp,
yeah,
when he said that, Westbrook has never seen that before.
No,
He's never understand that. He's never understand that. You have to sacrifice your game to achieve greatness.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to learn new tools. You have to have new tools. Like, listen, how do you become a worse free throw shooter? You're by yourself, bro.
Yo, listen. And this thing we gotta put out here. None of us is sitting here because none of us have ever played in the NBA or even come close to playing in the NBA, and none of us can play at the level of Russ. But we're just taking the straight truth. You have to sacrifice your game. And if you're a Westbrook fan, you're gonna be on the defense right now. But the facts is just the facts. You have to sacrifice your game to achieve greatness. Look at some of the greatest. They sacrifice. Steph Curry sacrificed. Klay Thompson sacrificed when KD came there. All of that.
Listen, I hate to go on this rant with this. Steph is the most unselfish player in the history of the NBA right now. And it's not like somebody had to teach him this or somebody had to tell him this. He's done it from the time that that team was constructed the way it was. The minute he got Clay and Dre, he realized I don't need to be the face. I can be the guy, but everybody has their role. Everybody has their place. You see what I'm saying? And you're right. When KD came, he threw him the keys and said, "I'll jump in the passenger seat." He didn't even argue with him about nothing. He tried to make everything pristine for KD.
Hey, look.
Most players won't do that.
Hey, look. Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. Look, sacrifice.
Yeah. Even Kobe to a degree, man. When he got
Absolutely.
Paul and he had Bynum and he had, he still had Rick Fox and those guys. Even on his come up, and then when Shaq left, and then like I said, he got Paul and those guys, and he had Lamar Odom. He had to sacrifice. He had to realize, but he also had a great coach. He also had a great coach. Let's not forget that. Sometimes a lot of this is based on the coach, and that's why I said if they nipped it in the butt for Russ when KD was there, we would not see the Russ we're seeing today. Because when KD left, he wouldn't have had that "it's me against the world." Look at the game yesterday with Memphis. He cost you guys the game because he was trying to get another rebound? Remember, Da Vinci, and I know Sly was here for this too. Remember what I told you guys? This guy loses the game. This man here looking at his stats, bro, smiling. Everybody else is like, yo, what the hell?
Like, that's how he measures his game, yo. Not wins or losses, not by if it made his teammates better, by his stats. And that's why he can't, as long as he put up numbers, he's good. He doesn't really mind losing either, to be honest. He don't mind really losing because he had the team to win in OKC. He just wouldn't make those small sacrifices. Like, you have the most unstoppable player in the world. Like, if you can't win with that dude, then I'm just saying. Yo, Matt, by the way, we need to commend KD for what he did when he had Westbrook on his team. Like, dog, that's impressive, low key. Like that's crazy. Like, I think KD is the most unselfish player ever. Like,
one of thin-skinned, definitely. You want to add anything else before we get up out of here, Da Vinci?
No, brother.
All right. Check this out, people. It's your man with the plan, the host of the most, King Eat Crush Glass. I'm Manila.
It's your boy Da Vinci. Starve the eagle, feed the soul.
And the Buffalo Kid.
Man, Sly, man. Gang, gang, gang.
Okay. Oh, before we get up out of here, listen. Within the next month or so, we're going to be dropping some individual voice notes of our top fives in certain sports and certain categories. So just know that if you don't see this, if you don't see us up as much, we're working on those. We're going to have those dropping individual Kings, Slides, and Da Vinci's, okay? Other than that, though, like, comment, subscribe, and share if you're really messing with us. And I know y'all seen I've been in the comments. Sometimes I've been using the Balance of Opinion Sports, and other times I've been using my personal one. So don't think I'm out here hiding from none of y'all. I'm out here for the smoke.